what are your next moves for the future?
My next moves for the future? Keep trading, baby. Keep trading. Yeah, because that's just something I love to do. And it's not so much the money for me as it is the mastery, like I said before. It really is the mastery. And the money for me is just a side benefit. So, and it's also going to help my wife and daughter have a more secure future. My daughter lives on her own and she's doing fine by herself, but it's just something that I can do to pass on as a legacy. You know, I've had several businesses, and they've gone okay, but the stress with running a business is far greater than the stress with trade than the stress from trading. The trading is nothing compared to running a business, particularly in California. These guys really know what they're doing, especially after the first week, when I had 2.5 times my account. It really made the difference in my emotions. And then that Friday, I just couldn't wait to get back to doing it again. I was like, come on, bring it on, let's do this, you know? So yeah, even with the downs, it was like, I can't wait to get up in the mornings now. It's like, okay, let's go. You know, because even here in California, you have to get up at 6:30 to do this, 6 o'clock or whatever,
because of the time
start.
difference.
Yeah, because the time difference. So it's like, now I can't wait to get up. It's like, gosh, you know, I hate to even have a Friday, because it's now I got to wait the entire weekend to get back to it. You
That's
know?
amazing that you're saying that.
Yeah. If you can't pull the trigger, is the vernacular that's used. If you can't pull the trigger, then just take your time, be patient, take it easy, pull the trigger on a smaller size trade, and then just start gradually getting used to it. I was lucky in that I had taken so many losing trades in my life that I could pull the trigger with no problem. So once I started pulling the trigger for real in this program, it became a lot easier.
So can you summarize where your account has started and when it has finished, percentage-wise?
Yeah, sure. Started, let's say, 6 figures, 5 zeros. Low 6 figures. And it has now gone to almost 7 figures.
That's
very close.
Very impressive.
Yeah, very close. 7 figures? Is that right? Let me see.
7 figures, yeah. Must be right.
No. Yes, 7 figures. So yeah, we're doing very well. I'm very, very pleased.
That's nice. I'm happy for you. I'm excited.
Thanks. And that's in 3 weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to have a conversation with Jack, who signed up to trade with a 13 market move coach. And he took his medium-sized account to a large-sized account within just 3 weeks. So, Jack, did this really happen to you?
Yes, it really happened to me.
So, before you signed up for that, did you expect that something like this can happen to you?
Well, I was kind of thinking that it might, but I didn't expect the scope of what happened to me.
So, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I am 71 years old.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And could you tell me a little bit more about yourself, about your background?
Yeah, I was born in Santa Monica, and I grew up mostly in Southern California. I had about 10 years in Sacramento, and then from there we moved back to Southern California, and from there we moved to Australia.
Wow.
Where my father started a cotton farm. And then we moved from the outback of Australia into Sydney, and from there, after 2 years, we moved back to the States, back to Southern California, and where I went to high school and finished up high school, and then I went into the military. I went into the Air Force, and actually was shipped overseas to Asia, and mostly in Japan and Taiwan, but I spent a number of months in Vietnam, and then I came home. I was in the Air Force, and I was working on radar and navigation equipment. When I got out of the service, I came up to Ventura actually and I got into the ship's navigation business. We were doing oil research off the coast of California and Alaska and in the South Seas. And from there, I met my wife in Alaska and quit my navigation job, and we moved back down to Southern California. We were licensed by the federal government and the state of California to do that kind of work. Then, a few years ago, I sold my portion of the business and decided to retire. Well, retirement was kind of fun, but it unfortunately gave me the opportunity to trade, and my stock trading and my options trading didn't go so well. Yeah.
So is that what made you sign up to trade with 13 Market Move Coach?
Yes, that was one of the reasons that I signed up, was because I was not doing very well.
By yourself?
No, I had blown up several accounts and was in the process of blowing up another when I decided
You need some help?
Yeah, I needed a lot of help.
Guidance?
Yeah, I mean, I have all the basics down, but I didn't know how to quite put them together. And when I saw some of the 13 Market Moves videos online, I decided that I'd give it a try and see if I could put it all together with them. I had signed up for a number of programs that just didn't pan out. I mean, everything you can possibly think of. I mean, there was, in the old days, there was a company that promised you that they were going to, make you a successful trader, and they didn't. They didn't make you a successful trader. All they did was take your money, and there's a lot of those companies out there right now. So I approached this whole thing with a certain amount of skepticism, and I decided that I was going to see how it went. I'd be willing to give it they had a special. 13 Market Moves had a special of $1 for a week, and I decided to try. I didn't have anything to lose.
How did you hear about them?
Online. I was watching the videos with Leo and some of the various people who were trading with him, and I saw, well, these people seem fairly real, so I'll give it a try. So I did.
So you are a 71-year-old man who now outtrades all the 20 and 30-year-olds. That's pretty impressive.
Well, thank you. Yes. Through no fault of my own, believe me. It's because of the 13 Market Moves coaches. My particular coach is Brandon, and he and I really hit it off, and we've been doing some really great things together. So yeah, I guess so. I guess I'm. I wouldn't say lucky. It's because it's the skill involved with the coach that I have, and the trades we take, and the skills that he has.
Would you walk me more through the last 3 weeks? Like, what exactly happened on week 1?
Excuse me. Well, it started out, I guess, the dates that I can remember, July 16th, and we started making some trades. And I wasn't reluctant because I'd been trading a lot, so I wasn't reluctant to pull the trigger. I was just reluctant. I wanted to see how things go, so I did. And we took a few trades, and it didn't go so well. I thought,
from week 1?
From week 1.
Oh, I see.
Thought, I thought, oh gosh, this is not going to go well.
What was the scariest moment?
Well, we were down 30% on my account, and to me, anything over $10 is a lot of money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we were down 30%, which was thousands of dollars.
Right.
And I thought, oh, how can we ever recover? And my coach just said, take it easy. It's going to be fine. We'll get into some good trades. And so we started going through some of the formations and things like that of what's going on. And a couple of days later, actually 3 days, it was in the third day, we took a few trades, and I started out with a medium-sized amount of money, and the next day, after I took that trade, we were up, gosh, on that trade, I think 200%. So my 30% loss turned into a 30% gain. And I was, then I said, okay.
How did that feel?
It felt great. And I thought, I was thinking, gee, this is going to go well.
Yeah.
So, within a few days, my account was sizable.
Booming.
Yeah, we had taken my entire account. It was up. It was up from where it was. It was up. 200%. The whole account was up 200%. And by the end of it, we were up, I think, 250% on the account. So it was really, really nice. And boy, this is great. I want to keep doing this. So anyway, we ended the first week because the special ended. And so I told them I wanted to continue trading. And so they said, yeah, it's fine. And I signed up with my regular coach. And now I'm on more of a permanent program where I'm trading, full time basically with my coach. And I took my original money that I had out, and I'm back down to a medium-sized account again because I was, moving money around according to what I wanted to do. And now my account is, 7 times what it was in another week and a half or 2 weeks. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy.
So I know that week 2 has been stressful for you and you had some ups and downs. How did that go?
Well, it didn't go so well. The Friday of week 2, it was for me, it was a day of all red. And if you've ever seen all red on the chart, it's not good.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and it was. I kept telling my coach, when are we going to see a win? When are we going to see a win? And it finally ended up that the whole day was down. The whole day was down. So I kind of left dejected. And he said, "Don't worry, we'll come back on Monday." And sure enough, we came roaring back. We came roaring back on Monday, and we were down even. On that Friday, we were down more than the first day that I told you about. We were down even more than that, and I was just going bonkers, because of the size of the loss. And he said, no, it's nothing to worry about. We'll get it all back next week. And sure enough, we came roaring back on that third week. We came roaring back, and I was actually up far more than I expected I'd be. So it was it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a roller coaster, but I'm learning more and more that you're going to have these days from time to time that don't really work out. No matter what happens. I mean, you can have the perfect pattern and the pattern will turn against you all of a sudden. So there are various factors involved in the market going up and down, but sometimes you run into things that are unforeseen. So, but anyway, end result is very good. Very, very good.
What would you say was the happiest moment within those 3 weeks?
Last Wednesday.
What happened last Wednesday?
That's when my account was up to 700%.
700%?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
I mean, over what I started from the medium-sized account. We were closing in on a big milestone, and I hope to reach it this week. So in 3 weeks, I can take myself from a small-time trader to a large-time trader.
Is that your plan for the future?
My plan for the future is continue to do this while my wife and daughter travel. And
that's a good plan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm mainly doing this for them, so they can have the things that they want in life, and so that they can. They can, feel secure in my retirement. And I've had 3 battles with cancer so far.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in Vietnam, I was exposed to Agent Orange. So I'm suffering the consequences of that right now. I've had 3 different types of cancer, and I'm currently undergoing treatment for one of them. But unfortunately, that treatment will have to continue for the rest of my life. So I have various appointments with the VA. They're taking real good care of me. So I want to make sure that they're secure before I leave this world, and make sure that everything is taken care of for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask you more about that stressful week 2 that you had.
God.
How were you able to sort of like mentally bounce back to being productive and to like sort of get over yourself?
It was difficult that night, that Friday night. It just get drunk, beat the wife, that sort of thing.
That was unexpected.
Just kidding. It was hard. And because, you have these expectations that things are always going to go well. And then reality meets your fantasy and things don't go well. So it's good to be humbled once in a while, because you know that not everything is going to be easy. It just lets you know that you need to develop the skills that you're given by 13 market moves. They're a very knowledgeable company. You're dealing with people who've had a lot of experience trading. It may come off as bragging sometimes, but it's not really. These guys really know what they're doing. And they actually tell you that you need to keep it humble. You need to keep down to earth, and you need to realize that there's going to be days. So I just would refer back to that for sort of a reference point in where I was at in the whole trading. Plus Brandon, my coach, he kind of walked me through it and said, don't worry, it's going to be fine.
He sort of prepared
me for it
mentally
and for the weekend. And then sure enough, Monday morning we took off again. So, it just shows me that, when you have the downs, you have to look forward to the ups, and you just got to let the down days go, and the red days are gone, and it's all green days from there until the next red day. Until you will have the next red day. There will be a next red day, but it's always more green days and bigger green days than the red days.
What do you think? What was the most valuable lesson you've learned working with your coach within the last 3 weeks?
Most valuable lesson? Be patient. Be patient with your trades. Be patient with the setups, with the chart patterns and the charts. Be patient with yourself, and particularly be patient with your coach, because he's a person too. He's gonna have bad days. He's gonna have off days as well. So that's the main lesson I learned: patience.
So, what do you think? Who should consider joining the 13 Market Move program, and why?
If you're someone who wants to master a skill, you're the kind of person who should trade with 13 Market Moves, because your coach is going to help you get that mastery that you need. Your coach is going to walk you through every step of the way and teach you the various skills you need. So anyone who wants to master a skill should sign up with 13 Market Moves. The side benefit of mastering this skill is a lot of money. So if you want a lot of money and master a skill, anyone who wants to do that should sign up for 13 Market Moves.
So what are your next moves for the future?
My next moves for the future? Keep trading, baby. Keep trading. Yeah, because that's just something I love to do. And it's not so much the money for me as it is the mastery, like I said before. It really is the mastery. And the money for me is just a side benefit. So, and it's also going to help my wife and daughter have a more secure future. My daughter lives on her own and she's doing fine by herself. But it's just something that I can do to pass on as a legacy. I've had several businesses, and they've gone okay, but the stress with running a business is far greater than the stress with trade than the stress from trading. The trading is nothing compared to running a business, particularly in California. Oh man, the thing that I like is I can be my own boss and I can set my own targets. I can set my own goals and my own skill levels. But like I say, I want to become a master of this particular universe of my own trading. And up to this point, I haven't had the chance. I've had chances. Let's not use that word. But I haven't. What can I say? I guess I really haven't been given the opportunity that I have now. The opportunity to really perform like I think I should. So yeah, anybody who wants to get into this should. Anybody who wants to master something should. Anybody who wants to have a side benefit of making a lot of money should do this. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have any recommendation or advice for any of our fellow traders who are watching us right now?
Yeah. Shut up and sign up. How's that?
Sounds great. Jack, what do you think is the biggest benefit, aside from the money portion, of working with 13 market moves comparing to regular study courses?
Well, regular study courses, it's book learning and chart reading and that sort of thing. You're looking at the computer, you're doing simulated trading. This is not the same. This is real. This is real, and that's the benefit. When you're doing it real, you really know that you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong. And the good thing about having a coach in this program is that you're doing it right, because he'll tell you when you're doing it wrong. Like some of the things I decided that I'd get out of a trade before I should have during my coaching sessions, and my coach immediately got on and said, "Don't do that. Don't make a move until I tell you to, and you'll see why." So he showed me why. So yeah, it's definitely more. You're talking about more professionalism, more skill. There's more skill backing you up, so you'll be able to develop your skills in a professional way. Like they say, practice makes perfect, but it doesn't. It's perfect practice makes perfect.
I've never heard that before.
No, that's perfect practice, because you can be practicing all you want, and if it's bad, you're practicing bad. But if you're practicing perfect, you're practicing perfect. You're practicing perfectly.
Do you have any other words of wisdom that you would like that you would like to share with our audience right now?
Sure. I'm not wearing any pants at the moment, so no, just kidding. My words of wisdom. Yes, take your time. Be patient with yourself. Enjoy the up times, because there's going to be down times, and get over the down times, because there's going to be up times. So those are my words of wisdom. And if you like doing trading, by all means, this is the program for you. This is the way to go.
And before you signed up for the program, what were your struggles as a trader?
Struggles? Not knowing when to get in and not knowing when to get out. Thinking that things are going to change when I know now that they wouldn't change. Holding on to losing trades too long. Taking my profits too late or too soon. Not knowing when the market was going to move and when it wasn't. Not knowing any chart patterns, real solid chart patterns. I mean, I knew about candlestick patterns and that sort of thing, but I didn't know the overall patterns, and that's what this teaches you.
Can you walk me through your emotions before you signed up for the program and after you took your first steps?
Yeah, my emotions before I signed up for the program was I was kind of skeptical, because I'd been through so many different programs, and I thought, okay, well, here goes another one, but it's not going to cost me much to get in. So I decided that I would give it a shot, and I did, and I was skeptical, especially the first day when I was down. I thought, okay, well. Then I said, okay, just give it some time. You know, they have a 1 week process, which is for a reason they have a 1 week process, and it's because it takes a while to get into the swing of what it was. And then after things started going my way, I thought, okay, this is the real deal. These guys really know what they're doing, especially after the first week, when I had 2.5 times my account. It really made the difference in my emotions. And then that Friday, I just couldn't wait to get back to doing it again. I was like, come on, bring it on, let's do this, you know. So yeah, even with the downs, it was like, I can't wait to get up in the mornings now. It's like, okay, let's go. You know, because even here in California, you have to get up at 6:30 to do this. 6 o'clock or whatever to start. Yeah, because of the time difference. So it's like, now I can't wait to get up. It's like, gosh, you know, I hate to even have a Friday, because it's like, now I got to wait the entire weekend to get back to it. You
That's
know?
Amazing that you're saying that.
Yeah.
Was it easy to work with your instructor? Was it easy to follow his directions?
Yeah, it was. It was very easy, you know. It was do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, and I just followed his directions. Mm-hmm. If he says get in now, I got in now. If he says get out now, get out now. So that's the main thing. And then afterwards, after the trading is done, or if the trading slows down for the day, like midday or something, depending on the chart pattern, depending on the market move you're in, you can ask him questions. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? You can do it either via text, or they'll call you, or whatever, and things just work out, and it's instantaneous. So there's no delay between the orders given and the orders taken. So it's, you know, you hone your skills also with the trading platforms that you're on. Mm-hmm. So things to be aware of is that if you're shy about trading, you know, if you don't, you know, if you can't pull the trigger, is the vernacular that's used. If you can't pull the trigger, then just take your time, be patient, take it easy, pull the trigger on a smaller size trade, and then just start gradually getting used to it. I was lucky in that I had taken so many losing trades in my life that I could pull the trigger with no problem. Mm-hmm. So once I started pulling the trigger for real in this program, it became a lot easier.
So can you summarize where your account has started and when it has finished, percentage-wise?
Yeah, sure. Started, let's say, 6 figures, 5 zeros, low 6 figures, and it has now gone to almost 7 figures.
That's
very close.
Very impressive.
Yeah, very close. 7 figures? Is that right? Let me see.
7 figures, yeah, must be right.
No, yes, 7 figures. So yeah, we're doing very well. Mm-hmm. I'm very, very pleased.
That's nice. I'm happy for you. I'm excited.
Thanks. And that's in 3 weeks.
What are your hopes for the future?
I'm fortunate in that I really don't want anything. All I want is to be able to master one thing, and that's trading. That's my goal, to master it. So anyway, yeah, so it's not the money that motivates me so much as the mastery.
Jack, would you like to finish this with some final thoughts of wisdom?
Sure. If you're ready to trade and you want to trade correctly, sign up with 13 Market Moves today.
Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome.
It was nice having this conversation with
Thank you.
And if you are ready to trade, sign up with 13marketmoves.com and start trading today.
Shut up and sign up. Keep trading, baby. Keep trading.